Everyone, and welcome back to Beauticians and Musicians, which will be behind us soon, and I'm so excited about that.
I'm so excited too. I love your backdrop.
I know.
It's beautiful. And we're gonna not that we don't look great now, but we're gonna look even better with that background change.
Yeah, the darker, Ziggy gave me some hints, darker is better. So I'm working on it. And it's going to be soon. It's going to be gorgeous.
I can't wait.
Yes, and so I have an amazing guest over here to my left.
Yes.
Amanda. I almost called you Naomi. Amanda Naomi. That's her other. Is that your last name?
Is Naomi the last name?
Naomi is my middle name. It's also my daughter's name.
Amanda. Oh, I love the name Naomi. I mean, honestly, so everybody that's watching, how many people do you know that's named Naomi? I know one. I don't know
any. I know one.
I know one person, Naomi, but and I absolutely love her. She's incredible. So Naomi Medina, if you're watching, I'm going to tag you in this.
Naomi Medina.
But do you go by Amanda Naomi or just Amanda?
Just Amanda.
Okay, all righty.
Okay, well,
but we might call her Amanda Naomi.
You know, she sent me all this stuff, and it said Amanda Naomi, and then I do her hair, and then her card says Amanda something else I can't pronounce. So I've been going with just Amanda. It's Amanda.
It's Amanda.
And she owns a lash studio in the same salon suites where I work at Ovation Boutiques, and she's amazing, and we're going to get more into her and her background and all the tips that she has for us concerning lashes, which some you're going to know and some you're going to be surprised about.
Lash Reverie. Is that Lash Reverie or
Reverie?
Reverie.
And what does that mean again? What does that mean?
What does that word mean?
It's I chose it because it's kind of like a daydream,
and it is in her studio.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. So, because here's the thing, and I don't know exactly where your suite is, because obviously I go in to see Christy all the time. She does my hair and makeup, and I love it. But I'll see there's somebody in there that's working on a person, and they're just like,
that's why I started. That's why I had her do mine, because I just wanted to go lay down in there every week.
Exactly. Yeah. And I will say it does look very relaxing.
And so we work in the same salon suites together. And before we get into Amanda, first of all, anyone who's new watching, this is Jens Johnson over here to my right, and she's my dear friend, co-host, and she is a transformational leader, and she's amazing at what she does. She's a speaker. She facilitates a mastermind that I'm in, and another program called Stay on Track. And I'm staying on track.
Because everybody needs to stay on track.
I mean, you know, she's been working with me for a couple of years, and I feel like I'm so much better.
Well, and you're just so much happier. Because
for sure.
But at the end of the day, everybody wants to succeed.
Oh, and I've been telling you about the mastermind.
And the thing is you can't succeed alone. That's by design. So I tell everybody, don't get mad at yourself for not succeeding.
And I don't like to do stuff by myself. I don't even like to do dishes by myself. I mean, I like some alone time, but I honestly don't need a lot of it.
Right. Well, it's a lot more fun when you're succeeding, and it takes time. You know, I say I give all these little tips, you know, but one of the things I say is success happens in decades. Because you have to have the right expectation. If you think that you're going to just start something and succeed within the first 12, 24 months, it just doesn't work out that way. Now, there are exceptions to every rule, and there are people that do have that happen. But typically...
But they're further along in life, in their personal development.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Just give me 5 on that, okay?
Yes. Yay! Because that's exactly what it is somebody's further along in their personal development. They start something, and because they've started something, they're ready. Yes. And the universe conspires to really help us when we are
Yes.
ready to do it. We gain that clarity.
And I love this book we're reading.
Think and grow rich.
If you guys out there are not reading this book or listening to it on audio, because
gotta
I like
do
to do
it.
that a lot on audio.
Look, I'm trying to make
It's
it all nice and pretty.
Honestly, it's the first book that I'm like, I gotta take notes. I mean, like, I know I'm supposed to, right?
I know, exactly.
But I always felt like, well, at least I'm listening to it.
Well, yeah,
But
but-
I mean, I wanted to not forget about it because you think you're going to remember stuff and you don't.
Right.
And so anyway, it's an amazing book, and I just want to let everyone out there know who's watching also, as I am offering a special this month from today through February 14th.
Yay. I
And
love
if
that.
you book a color with me between now and then, I will give you a complimentary makeup application. I'm reading it right there, and I can't even say it. I will give you. You will receive.
Just read the flyer.
I'm going to read it. Receive. You will receive a complimentary makeup application. And I love to do makeup too, so that's a lot of fun.
I love it.
Anyway, so love to hear from you, and I'll be posting that also today or later today as well. So if you missed the show,
Right.
which I know you're not going to, then you can check
Or
out
they
the flyer.
they should share it too.
And you should share it.
You should share it because
And I think I'll give you a special gift if you share it.
it just gets better. It just gets better.
A personalized song that she will send to you via email.
There you
Oh,
go.
there you
Yes, I
go.
will send you a song. Just
I've got
for you.
listen, I've got an idea because on my show today, which I do right directly after this, I've got Shamika Sweat, who she's an event planner.
Love Shamika.
And we're going to be talking about how to plan your greatest events. But I am such a firm believer that entertainment and music, live music and live entertainment takes your event from zero to a hero.
Yeah.
And that's what you do when she comes to your event. It's incredible. I love.
You have to have music with everything, I think.
I know,
'cause
but
it's
live
just
music.
boring.
But live music is even better.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
it
how
is.
many of you concur with that statement
I
that live
concur.
music is
I
better?
concur.
Absolutely concur.
And this one over here, which I was trying to get her to sing today because
Right.
she sings to me when I get my
Amanda, you gotta
lashes done.
sing. You gotta
And
sing.
She has a really good voice.
She's gotta
and
sing.
She's very, very passionate about music, and she's the one that told me about the Sia album for Christmas.
I did.
And
She's
I
the
just
one
was
that's
obsessed
responsible.
with it.
Oh, we listened to that all night long.
She was doing my hair, rescuing my hair, actually.
It was
It was during Christmas time. I was like, oh, you should totally play the Sia Christmas album. It's from last year, but it's so good. And she was like,
It
oh
is,
my God.
and it was so good, and I love it. I can't wait
Okay,
till
well,
next Christmas.
thank you, Amanda. You've already made a tremendous impact on my life, and you have no idea.
Yeah, Amanda sings, and she's going to sing in this choir that I'm going to sing in, which I'm excited about that. I just found out about it, so I was like, we got to get Amanda to do that too.
Well, that's awesome.
But now I want everybody to learn about these lashes because I've had my lashes done. I've even learned to do lashes years ago. It's not for me. I probably would have serious carpal tunnel by now if I'd kept going. But I did learn to do it. I got mine done. And then I was like, man, these are whatever. And I just had to, stop doing it for a while. And then, of course, I went back and did it again. And she finally made it where I love them, because my lashes are very fine. Like my hair is very fine. And they don't curl. I have cow eyelashes. Like my eyelashes
literally
are straight as a board.
They're
Go
like
straight, not even
almost-
just straight, but they're like straight
Almost
down.
like an Asian eyelashes
Yes,
are like that.
yes.
But
Hey,
they're
similar.
mine
don't
are-
talk about those Asians now like
now
that.
that's just how it is. They don't have curve. They have even straighter. But theirs are also typically very short.
I do on you what I do on Asian eyes.
See,
Well, there you go.
see,
There you go.
maybe I have a little Asian in me. I don't
probably
know. I don't know.
Well, you definitely have Indian in
American
you.
Indian, yeah,
American
I do.
Indian.
I'm
So-
several mixtures, but they're all good. But anyway, so she fixed that, and she's the first one that's ever done that on me. Of course, I don't know if they even had those when I did it before. But anyway, I'm loving it, loving it, loving it.
Right.
And tell us now, okay, how long have you been doing lashes?
I've been doing lashes for 4 years now, almost 5 in June. I absolutely love it. It's really funny because I was a bartender for 9 years before that, and I met a friend also bartending, and she decided she was done. She was over that life, and she just wanted to do something different. She went and got her eyelashes done, and she's like, I need to do this. So she went to school, and for a year and a half, she tried to get me to quit. bartending and do eyelashes. I'm like, okay, I run around for 12 hours straight, and then you want me to go from this to sitting down.
Right.
And like concentrating on tiny hairs. And I'm just like, that doesn't sound appealing.
Right.
Yeah.
But everyone in the industry will understand that you get really tired of the service industry.
Well, now, where were you bartending?
Oh, all over.
You just bartend all over. I mean, I totally understand, because when I was in college, I was in the restaurant service industry. I waited tables, bartended, cocktailed, did all that. Loved it, but you do get tired of it. I mean, and so you do need that change. Yeah. But it is a blast.
It's so much fun.
It is a lot
I
of
never
fun.
liked it, okay? Just no.
I loved it.
I bartend, not that we're talking about, I didn't bartend, but I waited tables and I hated it. And I also waited tables at the horse races. I hated that
loved
too.
all that.
I just didn't like it.
Yes.
See, I just really liked mixing drinks a lot.
Right.
But I had...
No, I'm a mixologist.
I know. That's what I was about to say,
my favorite
Christy.
part.
I was about to say, Christy.
I
you're-
like that, but I wasn't a bartender.Maybe if I'd bartended, I would have liked
would've
it
liked
a
it
little
more.
bit better.
You would have
anyway,
totally
enough
liked it
about
more.
me. Let's talk about you.
But what but I am interested in a couple things. So what happened that you said, okay, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to start doing this, other than you just were tired of bartending?
I have 2 kids at the time. I did. I had both of them before I started.
You're
I
like,
had to
hold
think
on
about
a
my timeline.
second. How many kids do I have?
I had 2 kids, and my son, my oldest, was about to go into kindergarten, and I was like, bartending is a lot in the evening time,
right.
and he's going to be at school during the day, so I was like, I need to pick a day job.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. How long did it take you to go through all of the certifications and training and everything like that?
So some of the schools actually have an eyelash extension specialty license, and that's only like 320 hours. So working full time and being a parent, it took me a little over 3 months.
Right,
So-
but that's doable.
Yeah.
That's doable. And okay, and so Christy said something about, you said if you did it, you'd get carpal tunnel. I mean, do you get that? I mean, I would
it's
think
like
that you
little,
are. It's
one
so,
hair at a time. You
right.
know?
I mean,
So you have 2 tweezers that you're holding. You
You're
have
like, wah, wah.
an isolating hand and then an application hand.
Right.
And so there are proper ways to hold the tweezers, and it's very, very important that you follow those, or you really will probably get carpal
I
tunnel.
bet.
But it's not as comfortable as holding it the wrong way. So a lot of times I fall into that.
Yeah, because why
Yeah.
would exactly? Yeah. It's just the same way as holding chopsticks. I don't do that right either.
Or standing and doing hair, you're supposed to
Yeah,
do
you're just
certain
like,
things.
yeah, you know, it's
I'll be like
a-
cutting someone's hair and going,
Yeah, you're like, hold on a second.
Right.
Yeah.
And how long does it take you to put in a set?
It could take me anywhere between 2 and 3 hours to do a full volume set, just because I have to get in and hit every single eyelash. And
That's crazy.
yeah.
Just the first time, though.
Just the first
Just
time.
the first time. No, I'm not talking about it's crazy for the person sitting there. They're not doing anything.
Oh,
I'm
they
talking
nap.
about it's crazy for her.
I'm talking really good naps. Most comfortable
Naps.
chair ever.
Yeah, that's exactly.
It's really
Big
funny
old
because
pillow.
people are like, "Oh, I could never fall asleep." Like you're touching my eyeballs with sharp objects. Like,
But
no,
you fall
I'm not falling
asleep.
asleep. But then you realize this is the only time that I am forced to sit here and close my eyes, and I can't even look at my phone.
And
so
then
you're just
you're
like,
like-
ouch. And they're like, "Do people snore?" And in all honesty, yes, people snore all the time.
Of
But we never tell
course.
that to your face.
But you know what's so funny is last night I was talking to a girlfriend of mine, and it was probably about 1 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden it was Alla. I was like, I heard snoring. I'm like, Alla, are you awake? And then I'm like, oh my gosh, she's asleep. Click.
How funny. She must have been in bed just like, oh.
She's like, what's the story you're telling me at 1 a.m.? But I think for women, first of all, your eyelashes really do frame your face. I mean, it's just like, that's what we were saying before. If you don't have eyelashes on, or if you don't have long eyelashes or whatever, it's like, you're like, hi. But if you have, you're like, hi.
Yeah.
It makes all the difference in the
Yes,
world. So
absolutely.
this is one of those the little treats that you give yourself. And so you go in, you're there for 2 or 3 hours the first time, but then after that, it's not.
No.
But still, every time you go, you get to take a nap, and you come out
And it's an
looking
hour. I mean,
beautiful.
she's fast.
Yeah.
And that would probably be on someone difficult because it wasn't 3 hours for me.
No.
No.
And when I did them, and I don't I never did it long enough to get real fast and really, really good at it. But I felt like the straighter their lashes were, the harder it is.
Yeah, it can be. It
can be, right?
I feel like curlier lashes are even more
Well,
difficult.
curly, I mean, can they just be perfect?
Right?
No, listen,
Can you just come with perfect
I
lashes?
want perfect curve to the left.
I'm looking at yours right now. Let me look up close. And they just look so natural.
I know.
I mean, they look, because I am going to say, Amanda knows, and you do too.
Some people's,
they don't even look real.
It's too much.
It's too
like
much.
Too
For
much.
me.
I mean, for me. No offense to anyone out there, but
Yeah.
it's too much for me too.
Well-
and I want to look dramatic. There I am.
That's a side by side.
Before and after.
Yeah.
Better, much better.
That's totally much
Yeah.
better. I love it. See,
And it is a time saver.
We didn't even have to tell Ziggy to put that before and after picture up. Ziggy is the man.
Ziggy knows what he's doing, man.
Ziggy's the man.
I probably
Oh,
don't
there's
give him.
another before and after.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's just beautiful.
Yeah, she got those for prom.
Yeah,
Those are
but
her
it
prom
is. But
lashes.
it looks so natural, and that's to me not always how it is. I mean, a lot of times people's don't look natural.
Yeah.
And I know you guys were saying, for me, like personally, that extra long look over dramatic isn't what you would do.
Right.
Professionally, from a professional perspective, it's not healthy for your lashes either.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, a lot of times people are like, "Oh, make me look like Kim Kardashian," but you can't if you don't have Kim Kardashian's natural lashes.
Right.
You just
Right.
can't. You have to have.
Exactly.
There's an appropriate length and weight for every single lash. Even like on Christy's lashes, we can talk about that really quick. She's got lots of different lengths in her lashes, like everyone does, and different diameters sometimes. Some of her lashes are thicker than others, and I put a smaller fan on the smaller lashes just
Right.
so that it is appropriate. And
That makes
doesn't-
sense.
'cause
That
if-
makes sense.
And it
you
doesn't
lose
wreck them.
Yeah, because if
Yeah.
you lose all your lashes, then I have no job anymore.
Right. I mean,
Yeah,
you lose
no
a certain amount a
kidding.
day, right? How many did you say? 4 to 5?
You lose between 2 and 5 natural eyelashes a day, with or without extensions on.
Okay.
And a lot of mine that come out, I will tell you, because I'm always like, let me look at that one. Let me look at that one. I mean, just because I'm a hairdresser and I just want to know, I know that if let's just say I went to someone that was horrible and I took them off and they were short and gross, they will grow back. Unless you've done something to the follicle or the root.
Correct.
I don't know what that can be, but you might.
I do.
But, so I do look at them because I'm just trying to keep an eye. How's it going? Oh, that one's got one of mine on it. But most of them don't. Most of them are just the fake lash falling out. No big deal.
But to that point, because there are going to be people that have never had eyelash extensions. I'm one of them. And there are going to be people that are potentially thinking, but they're like, oh gosh, but it could damage the eyelash follicle. And can that happen?
Yes, if
Okay.
it is done
Incorrectly?
for a long period of time, then yes, it
Okay.
can. You have to isolate every individual eyelash because the one next to it is going to grow at a different speed than that one. And so if you have them glued together, then as they're growing, you've got one growing faster and they're tugging on each other, and it also creates a discomfort. It can make it itchy or
Right.
painful.
Well, that's good to know then that if somebody does have eyelash extensions and it is itchy and it's painful, there's a problem there and come back.
Yes.
I feel
and then
like I'm learning
you
so
have to
much.
tell everyone about the mites.
Oh my gosh,
So,
Christy, did we have to go there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
my
we
gosh.
do have to go there.
So one of the most common myths about eyelash extensions that people who already have them on have or know of is don't get them wet. And that's the biggest myth. Like, you have to wash your lashes every day.
Please.
It is hair on your head, and it collects oil and dirt and makeup buildup. Even if you don't wear makeup on your eyes, you still get the oil and dirt buildup. And it can eventually clog the pores, and that you still need the oils to have your lashes grow. And so this might cause premature shedding, or even it may just kill the follicle, and you won't grow lashes there anymore.
Yeah.
Also, very disgustingly so, with too much of the dirt and oil buildup, you could get lash mites, and it's like lice for your lashes.
Sounds
And it is
awesome.
Hey, let her finish
disgusting.
telling us this.
It is so disgusting.
How do you know if you have
you
lash
seen it?
mites?
I have seen it one time. They're so small, but it looks like little white dots. And it's
But I know, but if like this is concerning me.
Oh my gosh,
Ziggy!
that's disgusting. But much smaller. It was not yet.
Ziggy's got a big grin on his face over there. I just want everybody to know.
He's
Okay,
like,
but
"I've been
let
waiting
me
for this day."
ask. So, right, he's like, I've been waiting. Okay, so, but will a person know? I mean, can they feel something, or they don't know?
hopefully you'll be able to look at your lashes and see that they look dirty.
Okay. Hey, this is serious stuff.
If
here.
you, I mean, because they've got to be pretty dirty.
Okay.
There's a lot of times that you think you get your eyelashes clean and you'll come in and there'll be a little bit in there, and I'll talk to you about it. Like, hey, do a little bit more washing, or
But
try a different washer.
how do you tell them to wash them? Just like, do you just like when you're in a shower, let the water come? Or how do you do that?
So you don't actually want the water from the shower head to come directly onto your lashes, because it's kind of violent for the lashes.
Okay,
they're
I got
fragile. But you can just take water, splash it in your face, and then we have a foam cleanser. You just rub it on 2 fingers, like half of a pump,
Right.
and then just pet down and just
Okay.
kind of gently massage, not rubbing, because
Right.
you'll rub them off, but yeah, just gently massage it.
I haven't
on.
seen you do that, Christy.
What?
I haven't seen you rubbing your eyes.
Are you with me in the morning?
No, but I'm just now I'm gonna make sure.
Tell everybody that my lashes
I
are
was
very
gonna say,
clean.
Christy comes in
All right,
with
just
some
saying,
of the
I'm a
cleanest
clean
lashes.
freak.
Well, yes, definitely. But I'm serious. I do know people that have eyelashes, and I don't know if does every person, are they as thorough with the explanations and things like that as you are, or are you? No,
No.
That's what I was thinking, Amanda. I'm thinking that.
Yeah, I do a lot of rescues, and I feel like people.
She's a lash rescuer.
I do. I
She's
thought
a
I
lash-
should be named
yes.
the Lash Rescuer.
I like that. I love it. I think
I
you should.
really think so too.
That's cool.
Lash rescuer.
Yeah, I get a
Lash
lot
rescue.
of them.
Or the lash whisperer. One of the two.
Ooh.
One of the two.
I
I'm
like
just
that
saying.
too.
And if you like that also,
Let us
comment
know.
below
Yeah.
because
Oh,
we want to know. I
absolutely.
think that's a good idea.
Lash rescue or
Lash
lash
whisperer.
whisperer.
Ooh, which one?
I know.
I know.
This is what happens when you hang out with us, Amanda. We just have ideas that just
I
bounce
love it.
off. I know.
Yep.
I love it. All of the ideas.
Oh man, so I'm not going to be getting any mites.
No.
No,
No.
never.
I won't let any of my clients' lashes get that dirty. By the way, if you are my client and you come in with even like a little bit of makeup residue, you're gonna feel me picking it off, and I'm gonna be like, wash your lashes better.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Just because every time I do have to clean your lashes, that's time away from actually an application of a lash. So
Right.
And if you don't have lash extensions, can you also get lash mites?
yes.
Oh, well, see,
If
there
you just
go.
don't bathe, you have to clean your face. Everyone.
But
should
I mean,
clean
if
their
you
face.
left your lash strips on too much, I'm just saying, yeah, dangerous. Okay, just wanted to know.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
to know these
Yeah.
things.
It's good to
Absolutely.
know because I
No
mean,
doubt.
I've left some strips on as if I could. I'm not very good at that because I end up just knocking one off. But
right.
for a couple days, just to see if I could
It's-
not have to do it the next day.
It's good to know.
Hey, shortcuts always.
Yeah, yeah. So in the long run, it may not be the best thing.
Hey, we did get a comment that said that both of those names would make me go to her. Laugh out loud. Love the name.
I love that. Well, good
Nice.
deal.
So one of the two, because
We have a logo person for you if you decide.
we could help you with all of it.
Yeah. Yes, that's awesome.
I love it.
So can you think of any other lash questions? Let me think.
This is very interesting to
It
me. I'm going to
is.
be honest with you. I like that. I like learning, and anytime the more you know about something, just the better. And then you can share it with other people.
And if anyone out there has a question that we didn't cover, I mean,
Yes.
just asking.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Amanda
so
will see it and she will
Ashley
comment.
said she likes the Lash Whisperer the best.
Okay. I think that's very cool and catchy.
I do
do
too.
too.
I
And
do
it could
too.
could have something whimsical
like
in the
whisper.
logo.
Yeah.
Right. The
Love it. Let's work on that.
Lash
Ooh,
big
I like
E.
this.
Yeah.
Like my little hair. It was like Lash.
Oh yeah.
Whisper. Okay.
Sleeves.
All right, there we go.
I love that. Well,
Me
anyway,
too.
so Amanda can be found, just so everyone knows, at Ovation Boutiques, inside Ovation Boutiques, which is off Parker and the Tollway.
In Plano.
In Plano.
Yes.
I don't know what your suite number is, but anyway,
120.
just message her, call her. She also has Instagram, and is it
Lash Reverie,
Okay.
the Instagram, and then I also have a website that also has a frequently asked question page. So if we didn't
that's a good
cover
idea.
the topic that you do have a question
Good
about, hopefully it's on
idea.
that page. If it's
Right.
not, definitely shoot me an email or something, and I can add it to the page and answer your question.
Yeah, and I went to her website, and that's where I learned I wasn't the only person that likes to do 30-minute appointments weekly.
Yes.
Well, and
Yes.
this
Oh,
will be
there's my
good
website.
because they can come and see both of you at the
Yes,
same.
and
They
so
can
we're
go
in the
see
same
you, and they go
building.
see you.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Then Chrissy will sing to you like she's about to sing
And she
to us
sings
now.
to you too.
I typically will hum along. I don't usually notice I'm doing it until I'm like trying to hit a high note. I'm like, oh wait,
You're like,
Because it's very quiet in their room, unlike mine. It can
Right.
get rowdy and crazy, but there's three
And we
girls,
do.
and it's so relaxing in there. The best comfortable chair you could imagine. I used to always go, I think I want to do that. Look in the window, and think, man, that looks good. Because I know I get a good nap. I passed out the other day, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it was the week before, but I was chatty last week.
right.
Oh, and that's another thing. Like people will come in, and sometimes it's like therapy for
Right.
both me and the other person.
Well, that's exactly.
It's meditative almost. Yeah.
wow.
So you could do that or you could sleep, whatever you need to do. Either one.
Either one.
So I am going to sing a song today, and no pressure on Amanda, but I told her she could, harmonize with me if she was inspired. But we're going to get her on here to sing one day.
One day.
One day soon, I can feel it. So I'm going to sing Rolling in the Deep, and my friend Debbie asked me to sing it, so that's why I chose it. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out, and I'll leave your ship bare. Think how I leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had your mind and soul in your hand, and you played it to the beat. Maybe I had one story to be told. I had one on you, and it's gonna make your head burn. Think of me in the depths of your despair, making home down there, but mine sure won't be shared. The scars of your love, they rid me of us. They keep me thinking we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. Can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had my heart inside of your hand, and you played it to the beat. Could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had my heart inside of your hand, and you played it to the beat. Throw your soul to every open door. Count your blessings to find what you look for. Turn my sorrow into treasured gold. Take me back in kind and leave this what you sow. Oh, we could have had it all. We could have had it all. It all, it all. We could have had it all. Rolling in the
could have had it all.
That's not an upbeat.
We could have had it all.
It's hard to sing that song sitting
No,
down.
listen,
I
it was
bet.
amazing. That was amazing.
thank
I
you.
love it. Thank you,
great.
Debbie.
Thank you, Adele.
Thank you,
I mean,
Adele.
for that song. I love all her stuff, though. She's amazing.
It really is so awesome to just have people share their gifts and their talents, and it blesses the world. And I love hearing all about
love
Amanda's
singing.
knowledge. I love listening to all your singing, and this is a good seat. Right, I'm sitting in right now.
Front row.
I was about to say that.
I got a front row
And I
seat.
tell you what, I gotta give props to you for pulling it back out of me when I stopped doing it for so long, because now I can't imagine not singing. And even
I know.
the guest we had on last week, you know, she's very young and she's like, what? You didn't sing for 10
I know,
years?
I know. Isn't that amazing?
But you can't imagine that happening when you're younger, but
No.
sometimes, so don't let it happen to you.
So it's-
and
right.
it helps to be around really good people who love you and support you, to make sure that you are doing what you have in you, you know,
Right.
your gifts that you have in you that you forgot you love so much.
That's right, exactly.
Yes.
Love
Follow
it.
your passion.
So we're going to get this one back on here singing, because
yes.
she really does have a great voice. And I
you.
really appreciate you coming on the show today. I loved
Thank
all the
you.
information.
I do too.
And someone out there is probably going to want to get lashes.
I hope so.
Because it's so much fun to have them.
That's right.
You got to have them. And it does save you some time. It does.
So much time.
You know, for the time you'd have to go in and get them, it saves you the time over a period that just,
It
it's
adds up.
awesome.
Evens out.
If you have the right person doing your lashes and the right person doing your hair and
yes.
the right person helping you bring out your gifts and talents, and you are good to go.
That's right.
So
like a
we will be
triple cut.
back next Monday at 2:00 for So Very Christy Beauticians and Musicians.